Okay, so I'm talking you through how to do this sort of cut out logo effect today. Really straightforward. Let's get to it. So the first thing you need to do is, of course, open and select your image, and then the person or the object or whatever it is that you're using, you're going to want to use Quick Select tool to go and select them out. Now, once you've selected them, of course, you can use the Alt key to bring this Quick Select tool back to minus to select the areas you don't want. Just to save time for the purpose of the video, actually already done this. So I can just deselect anything and just everything and just bring up the copy that I already have, which is here. Now, some of the other things that you might face when working with these experiments is that you use a threshold, turn it into black and white, and if you've got a model with, say, exceptionally blonde hair like mine does here, you may want to think about darkening a slight area of that in order to for it to pick up, basically. So I'm just going to darken a hair out slightly, especially on the edge, just so it picks up a bit more on the image. Don't worry too much if it comes out like a weird colour, like this often comes out this blue tone, because it's only to pick up the edge on the print, just to give it a bit more definition. Right, okay, so that's bit done. Now you need to threshold the image. So if you go to Image, Adjustments and Threshold, then it'll start to bring up this threshold map where you can change the amount of threshold levels to get the image that you want. So I'm going to get it to about there. So that is now done. So we've got that image and a threshold's been applied. Now the next thing we need to do is select out all of the blacks and get rid of the whites, which is really simple. You go to Select, Colour Range, and just make sure on this drop down box that Shadows is selected, and then just press OK. Hold Command and press J to duplicate that layer, and then you can unsee the previous layer you've been working with, and you'll know now we're only left with the blacks. So next thing, you want to find whatever image you want to put over the top. So I've got this one, it's just this galaxy picture that I found off Google for now. I'm going to come and I'm going to drop that in, and that's a new layer. That needs to go at the top, that must be a top layer, and then you want to use Command and T to transform it to make sure that you put it at a position where it covers our whole image. So I'm going to make it quite big, and I'm going to select that. Right, so it covers our image now. And really simply, to lay it over the top, once that's in place, you hold Alt over the layers. Make sure, of course, that you've accepted your transformation, otherwise it won't let you do this. But hold Alt, and in between those two layers, it brings up now that little symbol here you can see between the layers, where it's like a square with a downwards arrow. Select that, and it will apply it, and it will act as a clipping mask, and now it will just show where it's black. So you've got your image there, and you can try it with mixing it with letters or with shapes, or both, to try different sort of logos or what you can make.